Well, welcome everyone to this momentous occasion of all of us being present, and welcome to our newest commissioner, Commissioner Colquire.
Thank you. Thank you. Look forward to working with everyone.
So,
And by the way, this for everyone, this is my wife, Lisa.
welcome.
Lisa.
So we've we haven't all been together for over a year. So good deal. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and call the agenda meeting to order. I would ask anyone participating on the call, please mute your phone unless you need to speak. First order of business is to approve the minutes from June 9th of 2021. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? No? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from June 9th, say aye.
Aye.
Those minutes are approved 5-0. We have 3 tariffs and new orders today, 1 other discussion on publication, and then we will have 1 closed discussion regarding litigation. So first up is tariffs and new orders. Number 1 is file number GC 2021-0353. This is Clearwater Enterprises LLC complainant v. Spire, Missouri Inc., DBA Spire, and its operating unit Spire, Missouri West, respondent. This order denies Spire's motion to dismiss. This is virtually identical to 2 similar orders that we approved back on 5/26. Those were GC 2021-0315 and GC 2021-0316. Clearwater's complaint alleges that Spire, back during the February cold weather event, violated its tariff as to the justification for using operational flow orders, the notice it gave to shippers, and the duration of those flow orders, and the calculation of the penalties. Along with its answer to Clearwater's complaint, Spire filed a motion to dismiss for failure to allege facts in the complaint that would support a conclusion that Spire has violated its tariff by assessing those penalties. Now, while the complaint may, after a hearing, be found without merit, it is not appropriate to dismiss until we have it fully litigated. So neither staff nor OPC filed any comments or responses to the motion. The complaint clearly alleges facts that, if they were found true, would result in a violation of the company's tariff and is within the Commission's jurisdiction. Therefore, I think dismissing prior to fully investigating the facts at issue is not appropriate, and I recommend that we support the order as drafted, version 1. Commissioner Root, in your new seat.
Oh, my new seat, I know. I feel like I'm channeling Bill Kenny.
Your hands aren't big
Did I
enough.
ever tell you a story about I agree with your comments and I support the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
So, as your new right-hand woman, I really thought he was going to just kick the can down the road, but I support the order.
Commissioner Holden?
I also support the order.
Commissioner Colquire?
As do I.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number GX 2021-0406. This is in the matter of an update of the Commission's gas safety and transportation rules to incorporate current federal reporting requirements. This order finds that the rulemaking modifications in question are necessary and directs the Commission's Secretary to file them with the Missouri Secretary of State. Staff and stakeholders in a working docket, GW 2021-0272, evaluated changes to the federal reporting requirements and recommended the proposed amendments to bring Missouri in compliance with federal minimum requirements. The formal rulemaking proceeding was opened to allow for the submission of the draft amended rule. The Governor's Office has reviewed the draft rule and approved it for submission to JCAR and the Secretary of State. If our gas safety standards and reporting requirements are not at least as stringent as our federal counterparts, the Commission will lose federal funding for its pipeline safety program, and the amendment must be effective by March 12th of 2022 to be in compliance with those federal regulations. So sending the draft rule to publication now allows us time for any comments or concerns raised by interested parties. Staff recommended approval of the addendum, and OPC did not participate. So I think that the proposed amendments would bring our rules into compliance and are necessary for us to move forward. So I recommend we support this order, version 1. Commissioner Root?
I too recommend we approve the order.
Commissioner
I
Coleman?
support the order.
Commissioner Holton?
I support the order.
Commissioner Colquire?
As do I.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye.
Aye.
The order is approved 5-0. Final order is file number EO 2018-0211. This is in the matter of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren, Missouri's third filing to implement regulatory changes and furtherance of energy efficiency as allowed by MEA. This order approves a stipulation and agreement resolving a dispute related to Ameren's 2019 through 2021 MEA filing. Commission Rule 20 CSR 4240-94 sub 5 sub A sub 1 requires the utility to get commission approval if a MEA program's actual cost is 20% or more above or below the budget the commission approved for the program. The 2019 and through 21 MEA plan was approved in accordance with a unanimous stipulation that included a condition that reduced that allowable program budget variance to just 5% for the 3-year term. The residential heating and cooling program that provides incentives for heating and cooling products such as HVAC units will exhaust its budgeted funds prior to the end of 2021. So rather than discontinue the HVAC program, Ameren, OPC, and staff have filed a stipulation and agreement regarding funding for the residential heating and cooling programs that would increase the HVAC program beyond the 5% variance cap. Specifically, it would authorize an additional $5 million for the program. The stipulation expressly states that the company may come and request an additional budget increase should that additional $5 million be insufficient. Staff and OPC signed off on the stipulation. Time for objections has passed and no other party has filed an objection. So this budgeting increase will prevent that popular and effective MEA program from being discontinued early, and I support this order version 1 as well. Commissioner Root.
I support it as well.
Commissioner Bowman.
I'm in support.
I support the order.
Also support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the orders drafted version 1 say aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. That concludes reports and orders, which were all version 1, by the way, which is kind of a rare day in and of itself. That brings us to other discussion. We have publications discussion. Judge Woodruff?
Yes, this is the publication list of recommended orders to be published in our register. And this will be for July, August, and September of 2020. And generally you take a vote on the publication.
Okay. You all have had an opportunity to look at the publication list. Are there any additions, questions, requests?
No.
Concerns? No? All right. All those in favor of approving the list for publication, say aye.
Aye.
That order or that list is approved 5-0, Judge.
Yep.
Again, we will have a closed discussion on litigation, but before we get to that, let's go over scheduling. Today, immediately upon our closed session, we will have a welcome reception for Commissioner Kolkmeyer. That will be downstairs in the 4th floor ballroom. I would encourage everyone to come by. Thursday, June 17th, we have a gas safety workshop in GW 2021-0355. That's for the development of statewide best practices for locating quality assurance. That will be at 9 a.m. via WebEx with Judge Woodruff presiding. Monday, June 21st through Friday, June 25th, we have a set of local public hearings in GR 2021-0108. That is Spire's general rate increase. On the 21st at 6 p.m. via WebEx will be the City of St. Louis. On the 22nd at 6 p.m. via WebEx will be St. Louis County. On the 23rd at noon via WebEx will be anyone who wishes to participate, also specifically Kansas City. On the 24th at 6 p.m. via WebEx will be St. Joseph. And on the 25th at 6 p.m. via WebEx will be Joplin. Wednesday, June 23rd, we'll have agenda at 10:15 a.m. Tuesday, June 29th, we have a workshop in EW 2021-0267. That's FERC's Order 2222. That will be at 9 a.m. In room 450 down in the ballroom, and also via WebEx with Judge Woodruff. Wednesday, June 30th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Monday, July 5th is obviously when the state observes Independence Day. Thursday, July 8th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, July 14th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Then Sunday, July 18th through Wednesday, July 21st is NARUC's Hybrid Summer Policy Summit. That will be conducted both via WebEx and in person. And then Thursday, July 22nd, agenda at 10:15 a.m. And that gets us out through nearly the end of July. Any comments, questions, or requests regarding scheduling? All right. Hearing none, I will make a motion to go into closed session under 610.021 sub 1 to discuss litigation.
I second.
Seconded by Commissioner Coleman. Is there any discussion on that motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor of approving the motion say aye.
Aye.
The motion is approved 5-0. We will clear the room and adjourn immediately upon conclusion of the closed. And then join Commissioner Kolkmeyer in the ballroom.
You gonna be in the ballroom? Gonna look for it.
It's going to be a party.